Hey, what is going on, you guys? This is Trading Ape here with a brand new video and a new stock pick that we recently did talk about. However, we're talking about it again because this time we have Steve Reiners, the CEO of the company, talking with us, you guys. Now, pretty much before we do get any further, like always, I'm not a financial advisor. If you guys do want to join this Discord, link will be down below in the description, as well as my TikTok and Twitter. Now, I will be adding my Instagram down there, and also on top of that, you guys, in this kind of interview thing, you guys will be kind of having a little bit of trouble here and there hearing the CEO of the company, Steve Reiners. So I did turn every single word that he did say and stuff like that into subtitles and captions. Took a while, so I really hope you guys do enjoy it. Please, please, please like and subscribe, you guys. Thank you so much for your support. It's been amazing, and hope you guys enjoy. So how are you? How's everything?
Good.
That's good. That's good.
Beautiful Sunday here in California. How are you?
Pretty good, thank you. Well, for starters, I mean, your company, AITX, you guys had an amazing run. You guys ended up having a beatdown after that in the stock. Would you care to explain that?
There's really nothing to explain. Um,
Yeah, just the stock doing
you
its own
know,
thing, yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's you know, there's nothing really to point at. There's no bad news. There's
Yeah,
nothing
of course. I
that
mean,
happened. I mean,
you guys have been doing an incredible job with the deliveries, the production, everything. It's amazing. I
thank you.
find it,
No,
yeah,
we're
yeah.
we're just getting started, so yeah, it's fun. No, I mean, stocks go up and down. It's OTC. I mean, on the one hand, people buy and sell on the OTC precisely because of the volatility.
Yeah, correct.
Volatility is can hurt as much as it can help. So, people always look to me when the stock goes down. It takes educated investors, even with at least some education and some information, to understand. Hey, there's certainly actions that CEOs do that drive pricing. In our case, um, all I do is work to make moves to strengthen the stock. So
Correct, yeah, yeah.
well,
So, do you own any stock by any chance in the company or no?
yeah, I own the majority of the company. Um,
Alright.
I just don't have any free trading common shares, so I'm not in the market per
Mm,
se.
yeah, yeah, correct,
But
yeah.
my guess is you probably saw the last press release as it relates to my comp package. So
Mm,
we hit 50 cents. I'll get a bunch of common free trading shares, and that'll be nice. So just
yeah,
reiterating to everybody that, hey, I'm on the same team. I want this stock to go up.
yeah, yeah. All right. Well, so where do you see the company in the future, stock-wise, and fundamentally, like, the company itself?
Yeah, I mean, seeing it in the future isn't something from a stock perspective that I can answer. It's
Yeah,
not a
correct.
question that
Yeah, yeah.
the CEOs can answer, right? We can't give trading advice in any way, shape, or form. If I hadn't issued that press release, I wouldn't be able to talk about um, any price points either. But that's one of the reasons why I
Mm,
did do that press release structured that way,
all
so I
right.
could do it. So um, I don't know. Obviously I want it to go up and up. Fundamentally, we got a lot of work to do, and
Yeah, of course,
it's a
just like
big
every company.
question.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And so do you guys see your market expanding more? Like, I know you guys had one of your pictures were leaked that it was you guys had with CVS, I think. That was one of the companies I think you guys were working with. One of your pictures got like not leaked, but when you guys posted it
Hmm.
with CVS, yeah. So, do you guys think you'll be expanding further?
I hope so.
All right, all
I
right.
hope so. I mean, questions that you ask that are uh,
Not out there yet.
it's no, not that. It's not leading. Man, oh man, I can't get the word this Sunday morning. But questions that are speculative. That's what I'm looking for.
Speculative. All right, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Speculative questions are difficult for me to answer, and
Mm,
not because I can't answer them, but because they're they could be leading, right? Number one, words that a response on a speculative answer could be leading and therefore misleading, the opposite side of
Mm.
and also I don't, half the time on something speculative, I just don't know, right? So
Yeah.
it's not a, it's, I'm not in the chat boards. I'm not sitting in there saying, oh, we're gonna do this and that. It's
Yeah.
not,
Yeah.
not what we do. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Correct. Yeah. I get it. I get it. So as for now, past history, like what have you done as a profession in the past? Like,
Personally,
yeah, personally, yeah.
yeah. I mean, I've been in the security field since I was 23. I opened up my first security integration company.
Nice.
Been around
Nice.
since I was 31. Yeah. Um, and then lost that company and floated around the industry in various positions. Had a nice exit. We did some good stuff. Had a big exit, which was fun.
Yeah.
And floated around a little bit more. And then 7 8 years ago, 6 7 years ago, decided that security robots would be a cool thing to do. 5 years ago, founded the company, and now we're here.
Yeah, it's really amazing. It is really amazing. So, were you in law enforcement? I know you mentioned that in Han Lo, I believe his name is, on YouTube when you did that interview thing as well.
I have never been in law enforcement. Chan was in law enforcement. What I did is I spent a couple years with LAPD
Mm.
as non-sworn officer, but doing search security work, surveillance work, helping the department through what that really means and what it takes. And those were the two greatest years of my career so far.
Yeah.
But throughout my entire career, just being a security contractor from 23 years old, I've been in with law enforcement and correctional officers for different prison work. For 25 years for most of my career. So um, I feel a lot of I feel like an extension in some cases of part of the support network that supports our law enforcement throughout the country.
All right. Yeah, that's really nice. That's really nice. So now as for any other companies you own besides AITX, like that you own stock wise, you have positions in. Are you able to talk about those or no?
I am. I have no positions in any other stocks.
Oh, all right. So
Everything I have is invested in AITX.
that's really nice. That's really nice. At least we have that reassurance. The CEO is behind it. Um,
Yep.
yeah, yeah. So now, as for any new products, or you can't speak about that either. Like,
I can't, but I can tell you that there are additional products on the drawing board in development right now. So there's a couple things that are on the drawing board that I have to approve. There's one new product that is very complementary to the existing stationary line that I think will green light in the next couple of weeks. That'll be a fun one. Uh, and then there's a bunch of other exciting stuff that I can't get into, but yeah, no. We're building and growing additional products, additional subsidiaries under AITX and so forth. Yeah, very active.
that's really nice. That's really nice. Yeah. Now, as for, I know you use Twitter a lot. You do tweet a good amount throughout the day and let us know. You give some investors like me assurance that you see the company is expanding and getting more units delivered and whatnot. Do you think you're just going to be staying in Twitter or will you be expanding to different social medias?
Yeah, I mean, Twitter itself is a ton of work. It's a ton of I don't want to say it's a ton of work, but it's a ton of extra work. Um,
Mm.
I'm committed to it because I'm committed to communicating with shareholders, investors, just people that are interested. So Twitter will definitely continue to be the main platform. Um, I've been doing a little bit on one of the AITX fan run Facebook pages. So I pop in there. I opened up an Instagram page, or rather, I
Yeah,
populated
yeah.
an AITX Instagram page a few weeks ago. But there's a lot to do in any given day, so I try to remain consistent with uh, the expectations that I've set, and those expectations at this time are largely about um, communicating daily on Twitter and giving updates. And really, the point of that isn't really to give reassurance to investors, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's to share the journey. Um,
Hmm.
it's to communicate what's happening. It's because I feel that we've got a community. I want people to share as we go through it together. That's the primary purpose for it. And I like it. I have fun with it, so I'll continue to do it.
Mm.
I I've been talking and thinking about hiring additional help with the social media side of it, and I might there might be some moves in that area starting next month. We'll see, but you know, it's not something that I'm going to be investing heavily in or
Yeah,
putting a ton
correct.
of
Yeah,
effort
yeah.
toward it. I mean, I'm certainly not going to do it. If I have anybody do it, then I might. But I want to minimize, you know, interference, so to speak. Um, there's going to be investors that want to be informed and educated, and for them, I have tons of information out there, and I'm accessible to help them on their education journey if they so choose. But a lot of that stuff is just swing guys, gay guys and girls, and um,
Mm.
angry when we're red, happy when we're green, and
Yeah.
it's something I can take down.
Yeah, yeah. So now I know you mentioned in previous other interviews that when typically it's red day, you do have a lot more work to do on your end. And what do you mean by that? As in more work?
Um, you know, Great question, by the way. When it's a red day, everybody reaches out with the same question you asked when you opened up, right? Why? Why? We wish we had all
Mm.
the right answers because nobody does. Um, but that's why it's a little bit more work because I do want to get back to people and I do want to share what I can. Um, and on red days, there's more outreach that way. That's all.
All right. Yeah, yeah. So your general base kind of like where you're more expanding in the market is in the U.S. Do you plan on expanding anywhere else besides the U.S.?
Yeah, I mean, we've got the guys in Romania that are working for us
Mm.
right now. Hopefully, a few things that are moving over there go well and get some nice follow-up information. But it's early to tell right now.
Yeah.
Uh, and then we've got some stuff happening in the UK, which is early stage. So the European plans are definitely ahead of schedule in my mind.
Mm.
But they're, I guess it's not the end of the world to be ahead of schedule. And if we can get in there in a big way this year, that would be great for us. Definitely, we would be next year. But if we move it up here, and that takes, I mean, we're moving into the situation where we've got a big factory that we
Mm.
need to keep humming. We
Yeah.
got to get units out there. So if there's a market out there that we can expand into, uh, it's on the roadmap.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah. So yeah. Now as for like other questions that I have like a few more. I'm sorry about that. I know you're a busy
No, no,
man,
keep going,
so
man. Keep going. These are great questions. These are great questions.
yeah, yeah.
Keep going, man.
So
You're hitting them on the head, man.
so as for like AITX itself as a company, like I know you guys work amazing by the way. You know, keep it up. I'm loving the work in it. Personally, I'm an investor in myself in AITX. Um, I do have a couple shares there, but as for like back to like the social media thing, do you think it's worse with having to deal with social media or like kind of without, like in a way?
It's a great question. The answer is definitely yes. Uh, I've been able to create some good relationships, been able to spread the word, make sure the right information is out there, attack information that's incorrect. So all of those things are yes.
Mm.
On the downside, there is so much social media, like we talked about earlier, how I can't get to all of it. And
Yeah.
so that's why I encourage people to follow me on Twitter because that's where you're getting the real source information as opposed to the rumors or the weird tweets that people will make about the company. So I encourage people to follow me. So definitely worth it. Ideally, I want to be able to be on more social media, but quite frankly, I haven't figured out yet. Like for example, how to really utilize TikTok. I haven't, Instagram. I'm like, meh. I don't really know what to do. Like Facebook is like mini Twitter, so that's pretty easy. Um, I don't know what other platforms are there, but Reddit, there's too much going on. And Reddit's a full-time job. That's
Yeah.
I capture 1% of what happens on Reddit. Same with StockTwits. StockTwits is is a bit of a swamp to start with.
Yeah.
Um, I certainly can't keep up with what's happening over there. So I mean, those are the main platforms that I see out there. What do you see?
Oh, I mean, if for general, like in a way to reach out to people, I think Twitter is definitely a great one, in my opinion. I think TikTok is also very easy because a lot of people, especially my generation, younger kids and whatnot, they heavily invest their time in TikTok, and they also do try and find ways to make money. I guess it's like a new trend now to have like six different figures. But yeah, like it is a good outreach as well on TikTok, and probably my favorite one, YouTube, as well, because there you get time to explain to yourself. You reach that certain audience that you're looking for, and I do like it. And then obviously there's Discord as well, which I'm sure you have Discord as well. So
We do, yeah.
yeah,
That's good. That's good to know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been trying, like I said, I've been trying to crack TikTok. I'm not going to spend all day on it, but
yeah,
I think that that younger audience, the audience that you represent and that you're growing into, I think that that's a really important audience in general.
yeah.
So I want to try to stay connected to folks such as yourself.
Yeah, TikTok is definitely a good one. It has its pros and cons. Its cons are that sometimes you won't get that audience that you're looking for. So a lot of them just continue to just keep scrolling and kind of like don't care in a way. But its pro is that you get a better outreach. I think out of all social medias, I think Twitter's the hardest
Good
one
to
to
know.
grow into. So
Hmm,
yeah,
interesting. We're doing good on Twitter.
yeah,
Hopefully I break 13,000 followers in the next couple days, which is a nice number.
yeah, yeah.
I want to be at 150,000, 500,000 followers, but we'll get there.
We will definitely, yeah. Uh, so yeah, that is pretty much it. I know you're a busy man yourself, so I don't want to hold you for too long. Any questions for me?
No, I mean, you answered it. I wanted to talk about TikTok, so that was good. Good questions, Ilya. How long have you been trading?
Thank you, thank you. I started on the crash, the Corona crash. We got into lockdown, and then my dad got me into it. He was like, "Hey, look, you got to get in. You're not going to be spending your time playing video games throughout quarantine." And then I really got on top of trading maybe around October, November, and then grew from there. Yeah.
How are your results?
My results, I'm gonna be doing a series on my YouTube channel, Road to a Million. Currently, my results, I have gone percentage wise. I've gone up about 750 percent. So
Beautiful.
it's really not that bad, yeah.
Beautiful.
And definitely like your company as well. Like I see huge potential in it. Just keep it up. This sell off does not scare me at all. It's just a normal sell off. It'll come down, go back up. But yeah, I'm not really too worried about that.
You're forging a great career for yourself. Good, man. I love that idea of Road to a Million, and I give you
Yeah.
credit for reaching out. I give you credit
Thank
for
you.
asking some hard-hitting questions, so
Thank you.
keep at
Thank
it.
you. Thank you so much. All right. Well,
No problem.
that is pretty much it. Thank you so much, Mr. Reinhers or Steve. Uh,
Yeah,
really enjoyed it. All right.
likewise.
Well,
Thanks, Ilya. We'll
no
catch you
problem.
later.
All right. See you. Bye bye.